Okay, so the other day, or it's been last week, we put up these right here, and no, that was a week before. We put up that south wall, and I just got through hanging these sheets right here earlier this week. You can tell I cut them off. Those are the pieces that were sticking up on the top because the poles were too long. But I was putting those up. I put that up, that up, that up, and then welded them in. And just a minute ago, I came out here this morning. It was a little bit cool. It was a little bit cool, but I just put on my insulated bibs and came out here and started hanging hanging those sheets and cutting those off, cutting them off because the sheets are like 9 feet tall, and I need to come back and put that top rail in. I'm going to jump over and finish this one right here, probably after lunch, or get as far as I can on it, and then I just work on it, whenever I can. But that's where I'm at right there. On this one right here, you can tell where the sheet actually stopped right here. Luckily, I had a piece that I had trimmed off, and it fit just fine right there. It's not a perfect fit, but there's no jagged edges sticking out or anything like that, so that worked out pretty good. And just for a windbreak in a barn, nobody's going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm the one doing it, so it really doesn't matter what anybody else says. But we got the south wall put up. We got the east wall put up, and of course the barn, the boxcar is the west wall. And because the wind comes in from underneath, I got some short pieces, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here with a 2x6 and run a piece of sheet metal to cover up that bottom, to keep that wind from coming in underneath the boxcar. And then just like I did that short piece right there, that I'll come back in. You can tell that piece over there has got a gap in it, and this piece right here's got a gap in it. I had to do that because whenever I drilled the holes, I couldn't get that close to the boxcar with the auger. But I'll come back in and I'll put a piece of sheet metal right there as well to kind of close that off. And it's looking pretty good. I really like the way that it came out, and I'm excited to get that other side up and then work on my gates right here. What I need to do also is come in here. I put those posts right there in there, and I'm going to come across there with 4. I'm going to come up as high as that one will go, all the way across, 4 of them, just like that right there. The reason I want 4 of them is because I don't want them sticking their head through there and chewing on each other whenever they're trying to eat. And that's the reason for that. And I'll probably have to end up flipping those feeders over. They got that tore up, and I really cut them too high. In reality, I should have cut them down here. That way they could get their face in there. About where that one is broken, that's where I should have cut them in to start with, and I didn't. But I can get these barrels pretty much anywhere. And get that done. Get these put in here. And I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to go ahead and do that. What I may do is I may just bring that up right there. That'll keep them from sticking their head over the fence and chewing on each other. And I think that's probably going to be the quickest and easiest way in case I ever have to take it down for any reason. I don't see no reason why I should have to take it down for anything, but you never know. So yeah, I think that'd probably be a better deal. Just weld some tabs onto that one right there and that one right there and bring it up as high as it'll go. Maybe about a foot off of the ground, or as high as I can get it. And that way that'll keep them from sticking their heads over. And of course this one's going to be just stay pretty much the same way. This is just going to be a divider from the 2 stalls. You can tell this will pretty much stay the same. I may make this one a little bit smaller. I don't know yet. But I don't want them to feel like they're, because this is a pretty good size pin. You can tell how big this pin is right here. This is a pretty good size little turnout. And the reason I have it like that is because if I ever have to keep them up for any lengthy amount of time, it hasn't been cold, but that's not going to say that it's not going to get cold. So, and that's a pretty good size pen over there. What I'm gonna need to do is, or what I want to do is make a water source over here where I can split the two pens. And I may end up having to rearrange this right here, because I'd like for the water source to be right here, right by the right in between the two pins. And I'll leave that gate right there in case I ever just want to turn them out. Next year it'll be different. I've seen how good this one did with the way that I planted it heavy and just put very little water on it. But I know next year that if I use chemical to kill all the weeds on that other side and keep it watered down and keep this one watered down, I can keep them pinned up here, turn one out for a couple of days, put him up, turn the other one out for a couple of days, or just move them over to that other pasture and for a couple of days and then put them back in here. That just comes with the managing of the acreage, but that's not a big deal. It's getting all this here done so they can have a windbreak and they'll be out of the weather. That's the most important part for me right now. And the project's coming along really good, really nice. I really like it.